He will come to re-establish the Satya Yuga at the end of Kali Yuga. So we have got enough time, 4,27,000 years to go to Vaikuntha. So that we don't have to be killed by Kalki Avatar. But out of 4,27,000 years also, the next 9,500 years are the only hope for humanity. Because in the Padma Purana it is said that Ekavarna Bhavishyanti. After 10,000 years, the whole Prithvi, everybody will become Ekvarna. Ekvarna means they will become very, very sinful. There will be no Bhagavad Katha anywhere in this world. There will be no worship of Tulasi. There will be no worship of the Lord. All the holy places will disappear. Slowly, slowly. And people will become very, very sinful. They will cook their own children and eat in the kitchen. People will become that sinful. There will be no food to eat. So this Prithvi Loka, Bhumi will itself become a Narak Loka. So there will be no difference between going to Naraka and staying here. So anybody who gets born in this 10,000 years is very, very fortunate, because even the Devatas in the Linga Purana that you described, they are laughing from the sky. They are saying those who are born in this 10,000 years and they do Nama Sankirtana, they worship this incarnation of Kali Yuga. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayai Yajantihi Sume Krishna. In Kali Yuga, one who worships this Kali Yuga incarnation, in the Bhagvatam it is said, that person is considered to be the most intelligent. Sume Dasha. Meda means IQ. In Kali Yuga, the most IQ of a person is not if he can gain a lot of money, he can gain a lot of prestige, followers. His IQ is considered if he understands the incarnation of Kali Yuga. Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Shri Chaitanya Avatar, Daya Tumi Karha Vichar, Vichar Karile Chitte Pave Chamatkar. Please try to understand the Daya and the Kripa of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and you will be simply astonished. Chamatkar. Your mind will be full with love of God. So, we have to become very serious in bhakti and we have to go to Vaikuntha in the next 10,000 years. We may take birth, but not after 10,000 years. It will be very difficult to get satsanga after 10,000 years. So, in one kalpa of Brahma, there are 14 manvantaras, and each manvantara has 71 divya yugas. One divya yuga is equal cycle of 4 yugas, Satya, Dwapara, Treta, Kali. Cycle is known as divya yuga or Chatur yuga. So like that, for 71 cycles go, then one manvantar is completed. And 14 manvantars are completed, then Brahma's 12 hours in the daytime are completed. So, I mean, and then ultimately, one divya yuga, like you know, is made up of 4 yugas, Satya yuga, Treta yuga, Dwapara yuga and Kali yuga. You know what is the age of Brahma right now? Nobody knows. Brahma is right now 51 years old. Already 150 trillion years have passed this time, creation. Now another 150 trillion years are remaining. So, and this is the day of Brahma is going on. Right now in Brahma Loka it is afternoon. And Brahma's day it is noon now. 7th Manvantar is going on now. Because 14 Manvantars are there in his day. So 7th Manvantar, out of that 28th Chatur Yuga is going on right now. In one Manvantar there are 71 Chatur Yugas. So Lord Krishna, He is the Supreme Lord. He is not an incarnation. He is the source of all incarnations. And Lord Gauranga also, he is Krishna himself, so he is also the source of all incarnations. So they don't come in every yuga. Every yuga avatar is coming. In Satya Yuga, the yuga avatar is whitish in color. It is known as Kapila or Shweta or Shukla. In Satya Yuga, the avatar, it does, it wears a deer skin and that avatar matted hair. And it goes to the forest to perform meditation. In Satyuga, the avatar teaches us, Yuga avatar, how to achieve God by Dhyana Marga. In Treta Yuga, the avatar comes in red color. That avatar teaches us Rakta. He carries a spoon and a ladle and a spoon in his hand. And he teaches us how to perform Yajna. Because Yajna is the dharma of Treta Yuga. By performing sacrifice. Do anyone know how to perform Yajna here? Very few, because in Kali Yuga, Yajna nobody knows. To do Yajna, first of all, one requires lot of cows. Anybody has cows? No, we don't have even one cow. If you want to do Yajna, you have to give minimum 10,000 cows in donation to the Brahmanas. In Kali Yuga, unfortunately, there are no Brahmanas also. So, Yajna is very difficult in Kali Yuga. Meditation is impossible in Kali Yuga. We can't even sit with our spine erect. How can we perform meditation? Meditation should be done in the jungle, but there is no jungle left. Everywhere buildings are coming up. So, in the Dwapar Yuga, the Lord comes in a blackish color. He doesn't come in every Dwapar Yuga as Krishna, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna does not come in every Dwapar Yuga. He comes partially as incarnation. So, as blackish in color, as a Vishnu form or a Krishna form. But he is not the original Lord. But he comes to establish the dharma of Dwapar Yuga as temple worship. In Dwapar Yuga, huge temples are constructed by the kings everywhere. And all the people are expected to go to the temples, worship the Lord, and have darshan of the Lord. With great opulence, the temples are being worshipped. So much opulence is there. There are 6 kinds of offerings daily. And 3 times the Lord is given dressing, different clothes daily. Like that, very, very opulent worship is conducted in Dwapar Yuga. And the Lord is very pleased. But in Kali Yuga, it is a very, very unfortunate situation. People don't have time to go to the temple. People don't have time to do meditation. People don't have time to do Yajna. They don't have qualification to do Yajna. So the Lord decides to manifest the most easiest path in Kali Yuga, the most easiest and the most powerful path in Kali Yuga, and that is what? Chanting, Nama Sankirtana. Kali Yugera Dharma, Nama Sankirtana. Namera Prachar, Taha Laki Pita Varna, Chaitanya Avatar. And he comes. Because Nama Sankirtan is advantage. Even if you cannot go to the temple, while walking also you can chant the Nama. While sitting also you can chant the Nama. While sleeping also, while eating also. So Kali Yuga everybody can do, even children can do Kirtana. You don't need to go into deep meditation or do Yajna. So the Lord has made very, very easy for everyone. But still, we don't have attraction towards Nama Sankirtan. Very, very unfortunate. The easiest path is God has given in Kali Yuga, but still we don't want to chant the holy names. One devotee in Gujarat, he was telling me, Swamiji, whenever now I start chanting, then I get some sweet taste on my tongue. When I chant the Naam, I get some sweet taste in my tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda. So who is getting sweet taste in their tongue? By chanting the name. Nobody. Now what are you feeling? You are feeling bitter? Who likes to chant the name? Only few or everyone? Okay. So you like to chant the name. That is the qualification to achieve God. We have to get some attraction. Name Ruchi Jive Daya Vaishnava Seva. Once we chant the name with attraction, we should get some happiness by chanting. Prabhupada used to say that by chanting you should become happy. If by chanting the name you chant and you keep your face like that, and then who will chant the name? Nobody will feel inspired. So we have to feel the happiness of the soul when we chant the holy names. It should not be a force. It should come automatically. Oh, only Guruji has told me to chant daily this many malas. Oh, why is Guruji giving all these rules and regulations? Why can't I just become free? Freedom from rules. Because we don't have any taste. Those who have the attraction for the chanting of the name, they will think, oh, Guruji has told me to chant only 25,000 names every day. I will chant 1 lakh names. I will chant extra. So, like that, one should always feel attraction to the chanting. But when one starts chanting, one should feel that Krishna is dancing on our tongue in the form of the name. Who feels the presence of Krishna while chanting? Please. Children are feeling, but old men are not feeling. Older. Are you remembering your office work or other things while chanting? That is why maybe you are not feeling. When you are chanting, actually the Lord should dance. Nama nache, Jiva nache, nache premadhan. This name of Krishna and Gauranga, they have such a capacity that the soul starts dancing when we do Nama Sankirtana. The Nam starts dancing on the tongue. And seeing the soul and the Nam starts dancing, even Krishna comes and starts dancing. He is so pleased by the chanting. That is why he says, I stay only at the place where my devotees are chanting. I don't stay in the Himalayas, in the hearts of the yogis. I don't stay even in Vaikuntha. I stay in the... So, we come to the pastime of Gajendra, Moksha. Gajendra was a very, very powerful elephant. He was, in his previous life, he was he was a king known as Indradyumna Maharaj. But being a king, he was still meditating on the Lord. He should take out time and think about the Lord always. And one day he was meditating very deeply on the Lord, and one very, very angry Rishi Muni came. His name was Agatsya. And Agatsya Muni came to Indradyumna, and Indradyumna was closed his eyes and fully concentrated on the Supreme. So Agatsya Muni said, you are not receiving me properly. I will give you curse because you are sitting like Tamoguna. You are not receiving me. See, because of Agatsya Muni thought that he is actually pretending and he is sleeping. So he said, you become an elephant immediately. He gave a curse to this king, and when Indradyumna got the curse, he was immediately transformed into an elephant, not on this planet, but on the higher planets near Mount Sumeru. In the Swargaloka, these are the Mount Sumeru, and this is the beautiful lakes. This is a Trikuta mountain. It is 10,000 yojanas in height. 10,000 yojanas means 80,000 miles high. Huge mountain. Trikuta mountain. And on the shore of that mountain, Gajendra would daily go to take bath with his friends and his companions. Actually, these mountains and these lakes were the place where the Apsaras and the Siddhas, the Charanas, the Gandharvas, the Vidyadharas, they used to sport in the mountain caves. So it was a very beautiful place. In the valleys of this Trikuta mountain, all kinds of wild animals were there. And varieties of birds were always chirping and making sweet sounds. And the sand on the shore of this water, it contained all emeralds and pearls. And the lakes were very, very clear. So in the Trikuta mountain, nearby there was a beautiful garden known as Ritumata. And Ritumata, Varuna was coming to sport with his damsels. In that way, it was a very pleasant place. Karandavas, Chakravakas, cranes and other water birds were actually moving around. So, people of this world will pay thousands and millions of rupees to go to this kind of hill stations. They have never seen this kind of places before in their life, because these are not available to the human beings. It's only available to the demigods. So, Gajendra, he was living in the forest. Gaja means elephant and Indra means king. So Gajendra, he was the king of all elephants in that area. Very, very powerful. He was walking with all his female companions and his young ones. And while walking, he was crushing all the trees and the grass and the thickets. And the thorns were not even piercing him. So simply by catching Gajendra's scent, by his fragrance from his body, all the fierce animals like the lions, the tigers and the cheetahs and the jackals, and they were all running away. He was so powerful, Gajendra, because he was a king in his previous life. So even the snakes fled in fear. So after Gajendra walked, because of his enormous weight, he started perspiring very heavily, and liquor was dripping from his mouth, and he wanted to take a bath. He wanted to take a nice freshened bath, fresh. So he entered into the lake. He entered into the beautiful lake to take a bath, so that he will become relieved of all his fatigue. And the water of the lake was nectar-like, very, very cooling and soothing water. When we take bath, we come out of Tamoguna. When we sleep in the night, we go into Tamoguna. When we get up, we are so dull. So when we take a bath, we come out of Tamoguna. But after coming out of Tamoguna, we should utilize it properly. We should chant the holy names. The first thing we do in the morning, we will always remember throughout our day. Like after taking a bath, when our mind is fresh, if we chant the holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitya. Then throughout the day we will be in the spiritual consciousness. But when we come home in the night, when we are tired and sleepy, okay, Guruji has told me to chant, let me now chant. Then I chant in that mood. Then if you give the worst time to God for chanting His name, then the God also will not, Lord also will not give you His best time. It depends on how you prioritize your day. The morning time is the best time to offer to the holy name of the Lord. I know Bangalore, there is no time in the morning. One has to get up and bath and rush to the office. But please try to at least to chant 15 minutes, if not more in the morning, at least before leaving office to office. It will give you a spiritual protection against all the influences throughout the day. Like in a city like Bangalore, one has to go through so much pollution, so much passion, so much rajoguna. So it is very, very important that we actually, those who don't chant in the morning will not notice spiritual progress. Spiritual progress will be very slow. One can chant anytime throughout the day, but morning time, if one chants, then the spiritual progress is very fast. One will feel very, very enlivened by the holy names. So, Gajendra, he came to take bath, and Gajendra told his wives and his children, please drink the water in the lake and please bathe and drink. And he laboriously in his trunk, he took the water and he was praying to all his wives and all his children. He was cleaning them, washing them, but he did not know that his death was fast approaching. So like that, when he was in the water, he was enjoying himself, he was refreshed. Suddenly a very, very big crocodile came in the water, and suddenly by the divine arrangement, this was not an ordinary arrangement, the crocodile caught the foot of Gajendra in his mouth. Crocodile. So Gajendra was very, very powerful. He was not an ordinary elephant. He had the strength of 10,000 elephants. So he was pulling his foot, but it was not coming out. Why it was not coming out? Because the crocodile was also not ordinary. The crocodile was a Gandharva. His name was Huhu. In his previous life, his name was Huhu. And he insulted another sage. So the another sage said, you insulted me, you become a crocodile. So this crocodile was also very powerful. So he caught the feet of Gajendra with the teeth and the blood was coming out. And he was not releasing the foot of Gajendra. And Gajendra was crying and crying. He was trying to pull the foot out. Then it was not coming out. So in this dangerous situation, he pitiably cried to his wives and his children, please help me. So all of them, they caught Gajendra's tail and they formed a big line. All the wives, and they started pulling Gajendra out of the water. But still Gajendra was not coming out. This crocodile is catching very strong. In that way, the fight between Gajendra and this crocodile went on. It was not an ordinary fight because both were very powerful. It went on for 1,000 years. 1,000 celestial years. The fight between Gajendra and the crocodile. So ultimately the demigods were watching. See, the demigods were watching with amazement, but the demigods were not coming to help Gajendra. That is the difference between Krishna and the demigods. Demigods will never interfere with our karma. But Lord Gauranga Krishna is so merciful, He will change our karma if our karma is too painful for us. Karmani nirdahati kim bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajam. Our karmic reactions are like seeds. What we have done in the past, the seeds are sprouting now, and what we are doing now, the seeds will sprout in the future. So, these seeds cannot be destroyed by anyone. Even the demigods, when we pray to the demigods, they give us some fruits, material fruits, as per our karma only. They cannot change our karma. So in that way, the fruits, the seeds of our karma, they can be fully fried by Bhakti Yoga, by Lord Krishna only. When you put the seeds in the pot and you fry them, then they will never sprout. Similarly, the karmic seeds also have to be fried. And the frying process, what is the frying process? Nobody knows. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Nityananda. When we are chanting, we are actually destroying our past karmic seeds, so karmic reactions. We are becoming freer. So, the fight was a big fight, and the demigods did not interfere in this fight. So after struggling for many years, Gajendra's mental and physical strength became diminished. Why it became diminished? Because Gajendra did not get food to eat. Because Gajendra was in the water, and elephant normally they eat in the ground. Whereas the crocodile was getting food from the water. So the crocodile was not becoming weak, because water is the natural habitat for the crocodile. So the crocodile remained very strong. So who won the war? Crocodile, because he was getting the food. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada says in his commentary that in our life we should stay at a place which is convenient for us to practice self-realization for chanting. We should stay in our place which is natural. So then we will be successful in this mission of life. Like there are some souls like me staying in the sannyas ashram. Like I am a sannyasi. I feel very comfortable as a sannyasi. Somebody will offer me millions of rupees, still I will not change from being a sannyasi, because I am very happy situated. I can chant the holy names. But there are some souls, majority of the souls, who if we force them to stay in the sannyas order, they will not be able to, their minds will become very agitated, restless, and they will not be able to even practice the chanting and self-bhakti yoga process. They will lose. We have seen many people, they try to practice sannyas, but ultimately they cannot. So these people should not get disheartened. We should not get disheartened, because whether one remains a sannyasi or whether one gets married, stays at home, or whether one remains in the jungle, this is nothing important. This is not so important in Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga, the Lord does not see our external status and position. He just sees how sincerely we are chanting the name Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Nityananda. So if somebody artificially renounces everything, and if he is not able to chant the name properly, then better to stay in a position where one is more comfortable, so that one can realize God. Here we see the crocodile became very strong because it is a natural habitat. So every single person among us, we should decide what is the right thing for us.